I have really liked using Homeschool Planet online planner for the last 9 months or so, 8 and 9 months, um, because it has finally made me a homeschool planner that actually has a lesson plan for the year, actually has curriculum plans, and everything's mapped out for the year, or for a week or two, which is about all I ever get in there sometimes at one point. But it just made it a lot easier. I found that on paper, I wasn't willing to write things down very far in advance because I like it neat, and I didn't want to have to go back and scratch things out, scribble things out, erase things, tear out pages, add little sticky notes. I didn't want all that mess, so I just stopped writing anything at all because I knew with homeschooling you end up having to fix it. In 10 years of homeschooling, I have learned that you can lay the schedule all you want, but you will have to change it if the child isn't ready to continue the next day, or you take a day off or whatever. You're going to have changes, and having it online makes that much easier. If dad's off and so we decide not to do school, it's just too nice outside, somebody's sick, I forgot to add a holiday in, anything like that, Homeschool Planet, I can click that we choose this to be not a school day, and it will give me options for what to do with the rest of my planner for the rest of the year, whether I want to shift things down or just delete that day or whatever I want to do with it. And then it does it all. I don't have to worry about scribbling and mess ups and everything. Another one of my favorite features is that I can add links. Most of our curriculum at this point is online. Even the parts that aren't, often he'll have something to research as part of it that's online. And so I can just add links in there, copy and paste links. I no longer have to have this big old folder with a bunch of bookmarks where he has to go and decipher which one he's supposed to click, or muddying up the internet browser with a bunch of bookmarks on the bar at top. Everything is just in the planner. I can even copy it from the previous day to the next day. If we have links that we use every day, I can leave notes in there for him, not having to have a bunch of little separate sheets of paper that he has to keep track of or look for. I've been homeschooling 10 years and currently homeschooling my 14-year-old who's an eighth grader. I have a 4.5-year-old that we do some things with, but not much formal. Better late than early. And then I'll have two more so far that'll be coming up homeschooling at some point. And even though I'm extremely cheap, I've pretty much decided Homeschool Planet is an expense that's well worth it for each month to actually keep me accountable, keep me having something that actually has some organization to it instead of just flying by the seat of my pants all the time, which is kind of what I'd always done. It even has places you can put chores, and you can send reminders to their phone for the chores. I haven't quite had that feature pan out, but I think that's more on our end with my son's phone or him ignoring it. It has places to put other things on your calendar. And here's the kicker. I use Google Calendar for our general family calendar and appointments, but you can link it to the Google so that it automatically adds those things to this calendar, and you don't have to put things in twice. I use Google because it seamlessly integrates with all of our phones, and I only have to add it to mine to put it everywhere. But with Homeschool Planet, once I've linked it, all those things are added to that too. So he can know when he logs in the morning if there's something else that we're going to have to do for the day. So those are my thoughts on Homeschool Planet. Well worth the money for it. Paper planners are just extremely messy. You have to cart it wherever you go if you're homeschooling somewhere else for the day. If you lose something, you leave something somewhere. There's no paying for a new planner every year, which I know moms who have spent upwards $50, $60 on a specific homeschool planner with all these things in it. Well, that starts to rival the cost of paying a subscription for the online homeschool planner. And so in my opinion, online's just better. Thank you.